This is an introduction to loom beadwork. The supplies you will need are cardboard loom, needle, thread, bead, scissors, beeswax, and tape. Step 1 is start with your design. Using graph paper, you will create a design with 1 square equals 1 bead. Your design will include 5 beads per row. Step 2, set up your loom. The supplies you'll need is a cardboard loom, large spool of thread, and tape. Tape the thread on the back of the cardboard loom. Thread the cardboard loom by threading back and forth until you have one more thread than the number of beads. For example, with 5 beads, you will need 6 loom threads. Once you have your loom threads, cut the thread, leaving a 3-inch tail, and tie both ends of the threads together and secure with tape. Step 3, thread your needle. You can use a small 2 to 3 inch cardboard to raise the loom threads. Use beeswax to wax the loom threads. Cut the beading thread at 1 arm length and wax it. Trim the end at an angle. Thread the needle by pushing one end of the wax thread through the eye of the needle. Step 4. Start beading. Tie the end of your string connected to the needle to the first strand on the left side. Pick up the number of beads in your design with your needle. Go under all the strands of loom threads, placing 1 bead between each thread. After you place each bead on the first row, you will take your needle and go back through each bead from right to left. This part may be tricky because you have to go through the beads going over the strands of strings. If you do not, the beads will fall out. If you accidentally drop a bead, unthread your needle, undo, and restart just that row. A common mistake is your thread comes off the needle. If this happens, rethread your needle and continue beading. Continue beading until you have repeated the design 2 to 3 times or to the desired length. When finished with the pattern, you will go back through, starting with the row behind your last beaded row that you left off. Go back as far as your beading thread will allow. When finished, unthread needle and trim the beading thread. Step 5, finishing the beadwork. Cut the strings in pairs from the back, tie the 2 strings together in a knot. Continue to cut the strings until all the strands are tied off in pairs in a knot. Finally, braid the strands together. Start by taping one end to the table for an anchor. Braid to the desired length and tie the end in a knot. Repeat this on the other side by anchoring the braided side to the table. Repeat the step with the loose strands by braiding them together. Tie the end in a knot and trim the ends and the sides for any loose threads.